the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Let's see how long it. Some of you won't like this, and some of you might, but let's be real. Harry wants Meghan and children at IG 27. That has always been the plan, in my humble opinion. By then, the kids will be older, and what better place to introduce them to the games than where IG was born and in their father's home country. All right, this is a thread, and where did she get this? Okay. Did she put it in order? All right, let's start this one first. Archwell Philanthropies is home to the charitable work of Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, as they broaden their global philanthropic effort for meaningful reach and maximum impact. After 5 beautiful years, the Archwell Foundation is becoming Archwell Philanthropies. This charitable entity allowed the couple and their children to expand upon their global philanthropic endeavors as a family. Yeah, I'm probably gonna eat my word, because I did say if Meghan go to the UK, I may not cover it. You guys could come in the comment section and call me out. But my prayers will be very strong for them while they're over there. Alright, so let's do. Despite strained relationship between Harry and the royal family, the king misses his California-based grandchildren and the distant Spain Harry. Oh, please. Charles doesn't care. With Meghan's permanent estrangement from her father, Thomas Markle, who lived... Where did that come from? That cannot be from Archwell. Thomas Markle, who live in the Philippines, the children are unlikely to meet their other grandfather. I think that ship is sailed and done with. Harry and Charles will not reunite again this month because Charles is still expected to be on his winter break in Scotland. But the prince will return to the UK this summer for engagement, marking 1 year to go to the Invictus game in Birmingham in July 2027. He will also attend the Well Child Award, which are held in London each September, and which he always attends. All eyes will be on whether his children accompany him on either trip. A source said, I would like to see in public. I hope they put a mask on. But I would like to see the kids go to Well and see the other kids. So they could see the thing for real, that kids go through some hardship. Even though I think they understand that, and I'm pretty sure Harry and Meghan let them know about this type of things. But seeing it with your own two eyes will probably make them believing it a little bit more. He will also attend the Well Child Award, which are held in London each September, and which he always attends. All eyes will be on whether his children accompany him on either trip. A source said, quote, there will be all kinds of consideration, like the children's school and other commitments, but if the security is sorted, then yes, of course, that will open up the door to come back more with his family and bring the family over more. He's been clear on that. The other thing I could see him doing is that there will probably be, if that was me, again, this is just my opinion. Let's say if he goes to Well Child with the kids and Meghan, where he usually sit with the kids, the participant or the winners in public, do the thing, shake hand and all of that. But there will be a private room, okay, somewhere the camera will not come and photograph anything, where those participants will be in there with the kids, with Harry and Meghan kids. That's what I would think. A separate room where the winners will meet the Harry's children and Meghan and all of that. But the public thing, where we always see Harry, and at one point Meghan was there sitting in public talking with the families and the kids, that would be for the public. But a room in the back where the media is not part of it, but the kids, the participant, the winners will meet Harry and Meghan's children. That's what I would think. Right? A source said there will be all kind of consideration, the children's school and other commitment, but if the security is sorted, then yes, of course, that will open up more with his family and bring the family over more. He's been clear on that. His desire is to show his kids where he grew up and in the UK. If security is sorted, he'll want to visit down and think about what does that look like. How should we show up? We all love that to happen. Okay, I read that first. I don't think that other one was from Archwell. Okay, those close to the Sussexes dismiss the idea that Meghan will never return to the UK. Again, this is speculation. Whenever you see sources, speculation. Alright, they don't know. I think she will come back with him and the children, said a source. They love to do stuff as a family whenever they can, and when they do things as a couple philanthropically, then do take the kids along privately. I can't see a reason why he'll come over with the kids without her. Preparation for taking up much of the prince's thoughts in recent months. Last year, there were murmuring of a new commercial venture in the pipeline, billed as a social enterprise with a social conscience, but that idea is no further along. They don't know. Report that Meghan's as ever lifestyle range of raspberry spread and rosé wine is flying off the shelves, with the Duchess said to have shifted more than £26 million of her signature fruit spread, mean the Sussexes' coffers should be swelling. This is like pity kind of thing. In the meantime, Harry will continue to consider paid offers for speaking event free from the restraint of being a working royal. He was recently paid to make the keynote speech at the Ontario Real Estate Association conference in Toronto. This one, I think I've highlighted either on PYTE or our part of Pew Service. It was a low-key thing, and there weren't too many videos about it. Maybe only one, and that the one that I had, I share it. The trial will force Harry to look back at difficult moments from his often troubled past, but friends say he is already looking past the courtroom to a time when he is finally free of litigation. It has been a busy few months preparing for the case, and he wants to see where the ships fall and his security, said one. There are a lot. Okay, I really think this is just speculation. Okay, they don't know. These people do not know. They're going based on what was made available publicly, and then they spend it to certain thing. All right, sources here, sources there. All right, so there's that. You could pause and read. Okay, this is the one, I think, right? Okay, Toronto, that's the one. Visit schedule. All right, they don't know. Okay, I'm afraid you might be right. The only thing I can offer them is prayers. Okay, Meghan has always accompanied Harry on the year-to-go IG ceremonies as well as the IG games, and I expect her to continue. I'm not sure about the kids. Even with security in place, the tabloid will buy every pic of the children they can. Harry and Meghan will object to their exploitation. Agree, however, they can still participate in private IG event. Similar to what I said, if they go to Wellchild, there will be a private room where they could meet with the winners, the kids who want to be there, and privately, where the media is not welcome. But Harry will be meeting the kids publicly. If Meghan wants, she could meet with them as well. All right, yes. I saw this part on their Archwell recap video, and I thought maybe we're gonna see more of their kids. Okay, after 5, Archwell Foundation is becoming Archwell Philanthropies. This charitable, okay, the couple and their children to expand upon their global philanthropic endeavors as a family, 100%. After this, that's it. Okay, so those things. That Meghan will put the children in the crosshair of the UK media. She might show for Birmingham a few days as she had airways done. Okay, always. As she has always done, but the kids won't be there. Okay, as you said. Listening to Royal Expert, what publication did you get this from? Okay, ma'am, I'd appreciate it if you didn't make accusation without the first reading the thread. All right, Harry is one voice among many others, and any decision IG, I doubt very much he will do public children in the UK. Yeah, okay. I think many of the squad believe the same thing. If he does bring the kids, let's say to the Wellchild or whatever, that would be a private setting. It could even be a different day where his kids will meet the participant, the winners of the Wellchild, privately. The media will not be there, nothing. But he will continue doing the thing publicly. All right, so this is my last one. Has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, none of that. All right, it's about the US. All right, American, I should say. American lived USA for the first time in his life for Europe and has the glaze removed from his eyes. Now I'm seeing effing reality. The propaganda machine you are fed is so much bigger than you realize. All right, so let's listen to him. 1 minute and 2 seconds.
I moved out of America for the first time in my life 7 months ago, and all my friends from home now would say I've gotten really liberal since moving to Europe. But the truth is, I've just left America for the first time in my life and started seeing fucking reality. And the truth is, we're being lied to our entire life. Amsterdam is where I live now. Everyone thinks it's like the drug capital of the world. There are no crackheads in Amsterdam. 0 crackheads. You got some alcoholics, but no.
I never heard people saying Amsterdam has a drug issue. I never heard of that. Maybe in their circle, I don't know.
No crackheads. You know why? There's no crack. Other thing, prices in the supermarket are like less than half of what I was used to in New York. Now, I don't mean to sound so like negative and like fuck America. I'm very proud to have been born and raised in New York, but my message today is the propaganda machine you were fed is so much louder than you realize, and the world is so much bigger than your hometown and what the media fucking tells you.
The US could have been so far ahead if they had just, be fair, listened to blacks when there's a complaint, look into it instead of just bypass it because it's not them. Now the problem is reaching them. There's a lot of videos I'm seeing about ICE. I'm the one who's not putting them. Okay? There's a lot of issues that's going in the US regarding ICE. And there's a lot of positive things is being put regarding New York since what's his name? The mayor has one. All right? So I'm going to leave it as that. The prayer I could say, let people see, may God let the blind see. Some of the prayers I used to see past, let the blind see. All right? So that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's that. I'm going to do another video. It will be on Pt2 Sussex. The first suite that I'm going to talk about will be this. There might be 2 parts to that video. Okay, so that's from Not My King. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.